Blarla. Hello peeps and welcome to Station to Station. We played this game a little while ago as a peeping at episode, indeed we did, and had a really good time. It was a demo that they released over one of the next fests and it was really great fun. Well, the game has now released and it's also had a few updates, so I thought I would like to play the entire game and just give each level, it won't be 100% walkthrough on how to perfect every level, but we are going to have do our best. We're going to do our best. I do like that you can set up your own custom game. This is cool. Look at the sizes and shapes and how much things cost and all the rest of it. This is really great. You can choose the difficulty, up it if you want. We will stick with normal, I think. So there are quite a few regions. I did have a go at these first couple of levels, but we will replay them because it sort of starts to cover, you know, how to play, and I think that we should do that. But yeah, look at all these regions. Starting with Greendale, we can see there are 5 areas here. Let's start back at level 1. Goal, complete all 11 buildings. I love the art style. Here we go. So it all starts sort of murky looking, but as you work through the puzzles and link up all the railway tracks, it becomes really plush, lush and green. It does. So what have we got here? Yeah. Okay. Lovely. Yes. We love it. So mouse over the building to see what it does. So needs nothing, but it does produce wheat. Lovely. Okay, buildings need to be connected to a station. Press spacebar or the station button to place stations. Oh, look, you can see. So it's saying place the station to the mill. And at the mill, it needs wheat. Makes sense. To produce flour, I presume. So we put in a station. Rotate the station with the mouse wheel. It's quite nice. Okay, we pop that there. And then we need to place a second station. So you can see it's encouraging us to place it here. And I like that it's sort of got this zone of the building for it to be able to use that station. It does need to be within that orb. That's good. There we go. The mill requires wheat. Click on a connector on the station to build a railroad to the wheat farm. So we can just grab, you know, we'll go with this one and do that, and we can see that it will make that connection. Oh look, freight train, standard train for freight. We get to choose our different types of trains. There it is. And look how plush and green it gets. All the trees grow. That's so lovely. And then you get to see the train. Oh my goodness. The mill received wheat and you got money. Receiving money also unlocks new buildings. Brilliant. New buildings unlocked. Here we go. Okay. Mouse over the building again to see that it is completed. And it's got a little tick for its wheat. We're sending it to the mill. Beautiful. Each wheat farm can supply only one mill. So the new wheat farm needs to be connected to a different mill than the one you already used. Because we have this one here. Oh, I like if you hover over them. So we've got a wheat farm here, but then we also have 2. And I like that the icons pop up to see where you can connect it to. That's cool. So we're going to put in a station here. And I'm going to put a station here. I'm going to do it like that just in case there's a need to take the rail down here. I don't know. So we will... So easy to build things. There we go. And then all of this should light up. Look, and we get all these beautiful trees. Oh, is that the dog? There is a dog here. Oh, I want to see the dog. Because if you... They respond. These... What are they? Just birds. Just normal birds. They sound like chickens, though. Anywho. I like that you can interact with the animals. That's great. So that's working. Let's get in this business over here, shall we? Over here. And then we'll put in a station here. Freight train. We did it. And like this is slowly filling up. Look, progress 6 out of 11. You can go to the next level once all buildings are completed. Mouse over this button to press tab to view incomplete buildings, and that's good just in case you're struggling to see what you've got to do next. Helpful. So this, what is this? Oh, it's another one. Okay, we're now traversing terrain. Look. Okay. So if we pop this here, and we can see actually we have a nice slope coming up here and going down there. So I'm going to pop this sort of here, because we've also got this train station over here. I don't know if we're going to need to collect it. So start building from this station. Right. Tricky train ahead. Control the direction of your railroad by clicking on the highlighted area. So this is it is forcing. Oh, it absolutely wants me to do this. So it's built like this. See that? A bridge there. Interesting. And oh, and you can. Oh, look at that! You can adjust it. That's cool. The bridge is very expensive, so let's redirect the track through the canyon. Click on the railroad to insert an anchor. So that's how we insert the anchor. Avoid building bridges by using anchor points to redirect the railroad through the highlighted canyon. Ah, we sort of just figured that out on our own. But look. It's so simple to do, isn't it? Freight train. It's really easy to build. We got another doggo. Brilliant. Does anything happen if you click on the train? Probably not. Might have to turn the pull focus thing off. Photo mode. Welcome to photo mode. This is one of their new features. Fly freely through your level and take beautiful pictures. That's amazing. Oh, blur strength. Here we go. Yeah, because that blur strength is actually a little bit annoying. Oh, look, and you can zoom right in. Hey, that's cool. So we do that. Look at that. Automatic depth of field. Whereas you can. Oh, look. That's really great. That's great. Okay. Only can pause it. Stop all trains. Show and hide interface. Pick focus. Take a steam. Oh, look. This was really blurry, wasn't it? Enter train. You can enter the train? Is there a dude driving it? Or we're the dude driving it? Enter the train. And then I presumably mess with the focus again. Well, I don't know about you, but I think this is great. So we unlocked new buildings. What have we got here? Okay. We're seeing some new stuff happen. So check the new building supply and demand. This is dairy farm. It produces 2 milk. And then this is a cheesery. And they take 1 milk each. So one of these dairy farms can supply 2 cheeseries. Okay. All right then. So we're going to do this. Pop this here. And pop this here. I like that we've got a conveyor belt here for the cheese. This is great. Then if we... So... As far as I understand it... Oh, look! And then the cows... Oh, the cows appeared. Brilliant. And I like that this train has, look, milk on it. It's great. Now, presumably we could build a line from here, skipping that station and coming to here. But I think we can also continue it. There we go. There it is. Ooh, level complete. But look, the cheesery. We can see the cheese going around. Press the button in the bottom right corner once you're ready to go to the next level. So, a nice simple tutorial level. Beautiful. And we got these beautiful flowers swaying in the wind. Pretty trees. I like that we get the opportunity to have a look around. The stations look pretty cool as well. Look, we've got a bunch of luggage here. We've got bennies and lampposts and that. Here comes a train. This is great. Oh, we saw birds in the sky briefly. Oh, there's one over here. Oh. I can't click on this. Okay, fair enough. Can't click on. Oh, we got more cows here because we connected up the second cheesery, I guess. This is great. And we've got all the wheat growing here. Around the wheat farm, all the wheat's growing. What's happening at the mill? Not a lot of anything. It's just that it's churning. Can't click on the birds and do anything. That's okay. Nice. Okay. All right. So there we go. Level 1. Simple enough. Level 2. Complete all 14 buildings. There's a star challenge. Create long railroads with a combined length of over 2,200 meters. I mean, it sounds quite simple. Mouse over the building to see what it does. So this is a bakery. We've got a bakery. Okay, the bakery needs flour from this mill, and the mill needs wheat first. Oh, we've got slices of bread up here. Love it. I love it. What have we got? Oh, it'd be great seeing it work. And they've got loaves of bread on shelves and stuff. It's going to be great. Okay, right. So we've got the mill here, the wheat farm here. I mean, this all seems quite straightforward, doesn't it? Okay. So we're going to put, bearing in mind that we need to have a nice, I've got a really itchy nose, a nice long track. So I'm going to try and keep this going, right? So I'm placing this one in mind that we might want to get some track down here to continue sort of like a loop thing, right? We're going to be coming down here. We've got a nice slope down here. Okay, we've got a nice slope here. Do you know what? I think it might get the most benefit here. Going straight down if we need to, come around here if we need to. So now we can link them all up. And I'm thinking this rail here. Oh, you can see there's the sort of the sharpest bend that you can do. Okay, cool. So we're going to bring it around here. Leaving room for a second track in case we want one. I don't know if we will, but okay. So you can sort of right click out of it. Drag to remove. Ah, here we go. So freight train. Okay. And then we'll keep it snug to this wall just in case we want to get another one. And then here we go. Freight train. Oh, we got a stack bonus. Okay. Because we connected, what, 3 all at once, maybe? I guess. I don't know, but let's have a look. So we've got our 2 wheat fields here. You know what I'm like when I get a new game and I want to look at all the pretty things. Look, we've got a horse. Oh, can you hear it? Yes. It's great. It's great. Okay. Brilliant. Then we've got our mill here, which seems to be working just fine. We've got big old boulder too. Love it. And then, yeah, down here. So it needs flour and it's producing bread, but it's not actually lit up yet because it's sort of doing one but not the other. Though we do have, look, it is baking. It's doing the baking part, isn't it? It's totally doing the baking part. I'm not seeing an animal here to click on. Sad times, sad times. So we've unlocked new buildings. Let's check them out. Oh, look at the dock. A fishing dock produces fish. How cool is that? Very nice. Okay, and then we have here a city, size 1. And it needs bread, milk, cheese, and fish. Cool. So we grow the size of the city with the different produce we send to it. So in the centre we have, look, a church. Can we hit the bell to... No, sometimes. And then we've got a couple of nice buildings. To me, this isn't a city. This looks like a little village or something, doesn't it? But that's okay. So, size 1. We're going to make it beautiful. Now, because we have the star goal... Oh, look, and it tells you the progress, 359 meters. I'd like to try to make sure that these aren't too separate, but are actually connected, right? Because of our mission. Right. Right. I wonder, though, would it count if I put... Actually, it might be in a bad place. I wonder if it would count, though. So if I put that there, and we put one... Sort of, it's going to be a bit weird. I think that one might have to be a dead end. We put this one here. I wonder if... Because I was thinking we could bring it down here. But what if we did link it like this? Would it count? So if we first of all do this one... Be interesting to know, wouldn't it? So the bridge is quite expensive. We're going to do it. Freight train. So I'm going to pop that in. Look, it's gone up to size 2 because it's getting its bread. Look, the church has grown. We've got more buildings. The garden around the church, or the graveyard and grounds, have become beautiful. We've got some, look, smoke coming out of the fireplaces. That is grown. That's great. That's great. Right. So now this reads as 484. So if I was to do... Let's actually forget that if we do this one. So if I was to do that... Actually, forget that. We are going to go with this one. If I was to do that... Freight train. Just, we're learning. It does count as a continual. Brilliant. So maybe it's not, maybe it wasn't continual, maybe I misread it. It's just sort of create long railroads with a combined length. Okay, that's great. So this does work. Fantastic. And then we can see all the fish, the barrels of fish on the back of the choo-choo. Let's see here. So, oh, we've got a fishing boat now. Okay, oh, we've got different types of birds kicking about. And it gets all animated. And the sounds are nice too. So now this has grown to size 3. Look, this is more grand again. You could look at this church and think, ooh, how I could recreate that in Minecraft. This is great. Okay. It's getting proper big. So we've unlocked, I think, some new buildings. I was just about to say it because we now need to get it bred and stuff, don't we? Here we go. Because it needs milk and cheese. Okay. Yeah, this is all a bit of a dead end, isn't it? So, if I do this, and I want to make sure this might be an issue. So can I bring this round the back? I can. Just in case we need more room, because we're going to have to get the second milk out of here at some point in the future. So, look at all that. Go. The stack bonus, because we did multiple connections at once. Oh, thank you very much. We've unlocked stuff. Oh. So this is now size 5, and we've completed this. And look, it's like a freaking cathedral and stuff. It's grown huge. It has grown huge. Are there any animals that we can click on? I don't think so. Sad times. Sad times. Oh, we can actually see this functioning though. I saw that go down. Oh, it's coming back up. There we go. This is very cool. I don't know what you think, but I think it's very cool. I think it's very cool indeed. Do we see them just sort of fill up? Oh, it disappears, and okay, that's fine, because it has to change direction. That's cool. What have we unlocked? Okay. Let's have a look. So we have a mill, a bakery, and a wheat farm. Simple enough. Oh, look. Under construction city. Oh, it gives you an idea of what's to come. Under construction cheesery. Under construction dairy farm. Oh, look at that. Okay. that's a cool little... It feels like there's something here. Something. Under construction fishing dock. So you can get like a bit of a heads up. Okay, so we're going to be feeding this. Okay. So we are going to have a bit of a dead end here. But, and potentially a bit of a dead end here. I think we might do something here. Bearing in mind that we may need to bring some milk through here, right? And we're going to need to come down to this station. So, I think this may be the best way. We want to make sure that we're going to be able to get another track out of there. Like that. Okay. I go backwards to try and get the stack bonus, now that I know that it's a thing. Right. Look. So, okay, well, we're familiar with these buildings, so we don't need to have a really good look at them, but it's very pretty. I think we can all agree on that. Where are we doing on here? So we're up to about halfway on this, right? Okay. About halfway, and this is what's left to make all shiny. Okay, so here is our city. Wanting bread, milk, cheese and fish. Now, we do have milk over there. Oh, look, we have more milk here. We've got the fish. That's going to need milk. So the bread. So this milk, I don't think there's... That additional milk's probably not going to do anything. If, though, because this is a separate line, I think... I know we don't need to, but I'm going to do that. I think it might affect this. So that's 1,000 at the moment, 1,100. There or thereabouts. So it's expensive, but we've got the doubloons, right? So if we just do that, once a railroad is completed, you cannot edit the rails or connected stations. If you're stuck, you can select Reload Checkpoint from the menu to remove your last railroad. To undo several railroads, choose Load Game and select one of the earlier autosaves. Alternatively, you can enable No Money Mode. Let's unlock our new buildings. That's what we want to do. So we get the dock, we get the town. And we need to start feeding this. So, this is actually quite a lot, isn't it? This is a lot. So I think this one to here. Right. And then we'll bring this one down to here. Can we get that to go around yet to here? So that's those two. We can get that one in. And then it is the bread. Oh, I don't think we're going to get... I don't think we're going to get the mileage. Oh wait, I don't think we're going to get the mileage. Sad times, sad times. Okay, I don't think we're going to get our star. But if I was to just sort of make this like totally unnecessarily big. Would this work? Let's try not to destroy that house. No. Really unnecessarily long. Press the button in the bottom right corner once you're ready. So we completed it. Did we do... We did it. We did the star challenge. Okay, and so now we have like 2 large cities here. Oh, this is great. Oh, it's looking good. This is bizarre. Let's not worry about it. Next. It was a little bit bodged, but we got it done. I like the locations of little stamps. Little stamps. So, level 3 then. Okay, complete all 14 buildings. There's a fund challenge, everybody. End the level with at least 500 doubloons left. Okay, complete the level without creating more than 2,000 meters of railroad in total. So we've got to keep the railroads quite short, and we need to have more than 500 doubloons left at the end, which if we're trying to create less rail, they kind of work well together, those two, don't they? Okay. This map's looking quite big. We've got a nice body of water over here, and look, we can see, look, something is under construction. So when it's quite a few steps away, you don't necessarily know what it is. We have wheat. We're getting ready for some bread, I guess. So I'm going to pop this here so that it can access more space up here, but also we can come down this sort of ramp here to avoid bridges and whatnot. Okay. Bearing in mind, so because we can see we've got stuff here. Yeah, and we know that we're going to need to get some railroad to here. Okay. Now, I suppose it could be shorter down here, but it would also be more expensive. So we are going to take the time, I think, to come down here. We're going to try and leave it so there is enough room should we want that second rail. Hopefully we won't. There we go. So this is... We're starting. Okay. New buildings. What is this? A bakery. Okay, indirect connections. To save on railroad costs, this bakery can receive flour indirectly via the station at the wheat farm since it's already connected to a mill. Cool. So we don't have to connect it directly to the mill. It just needs to be on the line. And we can see we've got something to build down here. So we're definitely coming down. So we're going to pop this here. And continue this line through. Okay. Excellent. This is this building complete. Right, okay, we're coming down here. Unlock new buildings. Oh no, we've got that one up there. Oh, so they're really far away. Connect the dairy farm and cheesery to the network too. Resources can indirectly travel over many stations. Right, so we've got the dairy farm over here. One of the milks needs to come to here. But that doesn't need to be complicated. Okay, so bearing in mind, we're going to need to get rail up here, and through here. I'm going to try and get the station sort of a bit like this. I think. Yeah. Now this is interesting because we do have stuff down here, and I don't know whether we'll be coming through here or if there will be a point in using this. So I guess we'll try our best to keep this open and avoid dead ends if we can. But shall we favour? Because that'd be a double bridge down there, nightmare. Although it might be able to come down here for a ramp. But let's favour the fact that we're building from here. Because that's... we know we have to make this connection. Oh, look. There we go. So we do that. Okay. And then we'll bring this round to here. And then they're connected. Okay, the cheesery now receives milk from the dairy farm because they are connected to the same network. Brilliant. New buildings. We're learning. There's our city. So now connect the fishing docks and city to the network to supply everything to the city at once. Brilliant. So is this where we might get that bonus? So we're going to be mindful of the fact that we might want to bring rail through here. So I'm going to pop it like that. And I don't think that's going to happen with the town, quite honestly. So I think we could probably balls to the wall and make it a sort of a dead end situation, right? Just pop it there. Okay. So we're going to link up the fish, and then we're going to do that all at once to the city. Boom. And we get the stack bonus. Okay. beautiful. It's like half the map done. Look at this. Getting a little bit concerned over here, but half the map done and we're under 1,000, so that should be quite good. Money's a little tight though, isn't it? Got to be careful of bridges and stuff coming up, I guess. But this is all working. So next half of the map then. Presumably there's going to be another town. Wow, it's just put everything in. Do it again, but this time on your own. With this many new buildings, it can be hard to maintain a good overview. Press tab to view incomplete buildings. Should we have a look at how that works? Tab. Hey, that's nice and clear, isn't it? So we can see here in town that we're going to need to get everything to the town. And let's try and do it in that way to get the stack bonus in hopes that we will have enough money to do this fun challenge at the end. Okay, that's what we want. So the windmill is going to be better coming down this ramp, coming down this slope here. Likewise, this dairy farm, if we can try and get it to come down this little ramp. We're going to want everything to arrive in town. Good. Okay. Now the best way here, yeah, is going to be coming down here to town, isn't it? So we're going to pop this here, I think. This is actually quite tricky. Yeah, let's try something like this. See how we get on with that. Okay. This station, we are just going to do snap here. And this station we're just going to do like this, sort of a dead end type station. We want to try and feed the town last. Okay. So we're going to snugly bring this in. Okay. We're going to just sort of work with what we can know and understand. We're going to bring that in snugly. This is simple. Let's do that. How are we doing down here? Now, I do think we might as well bring this straight down to here. And we are going to connect something up here, which is great. We're going to connect something up that needs connecting. Okay. We're running out of railway track here because we are now going to be needing what this is closer. Done. Ooh. Look how close we're getting. Okay, so what we might do is actually try and move it a bit like this so we can make this as short as possible. Bend's too tight. Oh. We don't have the money. We do have the fun challenge. Okay. Oh, we did it. In fact, we smashed the fun challenge, to be fair. Okay. Good. Oh, yeah. Nice. That's not going to keep happening. Enjoy that while that lasts, because that's not going to keep happening for every level. In fact, that could be the last time that ever happens. But we did it. I'm really pleased. We are always going to try, though. We're going to try. Excellent. So we need to complete all 14 buildings. Fun challenge. End the level with at least 900 doubloons left. and save a total of 3,000 doubloons by using cards. Okay, a new thing. I remember the cards actually in the demo. We've not actually had them yet. Okay, we're getting introduced to cards. So, cards. Use cards to reduce the cost of railroads. Just like new buildings, cards can be obtained after connecting resources. There are many different cards that have their own unique usage. So this is cheap rail. Cheap rail costs half the regular price. Bridge price is unchanged. If enabled, consumes the card the next time a railroad is created. Okay. Okie dokie. Oh, it's a bit of a rectangular shape, this one. And we can see here, milk. We've got our dairy farm, or we can tab it. Beautiful. So this is... They've given us a really sensible card. And I like that it's like an old-fashioned train ticket. They've given us... this because we're going to be creating a really long rail here, so it's going to be a really good opportunity to make it cheap. So, bearing in mind, so what have we got here? We've got fishing docks along here. We're definitely going to want to get rail up here, aren't we? So let's bear that in mind with this. It's probably going to be a few tight angles, but we definitely don't want a dead end with it. Over here, what have we got? Hopefully we won't need to build a bridge up here and it all comes through the valley the other way. However, maybe we should just give ourselves the option. Saying that, maybe we could do it this way and one would go off and up, the other one comes down. Hopefully we won't need to do it. So if we click this, we're going to use the half rail. In fact, I wonder if... Can we click it after the fact? For the simple reason that I want to see the cost change if we can. Now, I'd like to come around here. Okay. So this is going to be 244. Click this. 122. Beautiful. And then we do this. Freight train. Standard freight train. I wonder what other trains there's going to be. Like residential maybe for the cities and towns, I don't know, but there it goes. There's that. Beautiful. So first of all, we've got some new buildings. Let's check them out. They're far away. Okay, and we've got new cards unlocked. A cheap bridge. Now we can see that we're going to need a cheap bridge here, because we could weave our way down here. Oh my goodness, there's a horse. Okay, good. Or we could down here. Can a bridge even get down that? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Bearing in mind that we do have this here, and this would only work for one bridge. Oh, cheap bridges. So we could do 2 smaller bridges, and that would be okay. Okay, let's do that. Because I don't think that seems a bit nuts, doesn't it? So my understanding is it's cheap bridges, plural. So let's plop that here. Because we've got this, we do have a ramp up to it, we've got all this sort of crazy stuff. So, I'm going to... Oh, we don't need that there. But we probably will have rail here at some point. Okay. This may want to run up here. It may also want to run back over up here. Okay. Let's do this then. So if we select this, can we... We've spent so much money. Already. Okay. Right, what if... We'll pop that there. Bring this as close as we can. Just. I do think, though, we should probably do that one. And then these stations are still able to get tracks down there and tracks over there. Okay. Money problem. Got money problems. Although I look at the wheat. I really enjoy seeing the wheat farm. Oh, this is lovely. Okay, buildings unlocked. A city. A city has unlocked. Here it is. Okay. this rail isn't connected to... Oh my goodness. Okay, but we could get them... the cheese and the milk by doing this fairly small connection here, bearing in mind, right, we do have something up here. I'm hoping we'll be able to deal with it there. So for this, I'd like to try and not have dead ends. At the same time, we don't have loads of money, but I think rail might come through here for this town. We need to go down that little ramp there. Okay, so we did that. And we're not going to use that little rail there. We did this. Because we get money for connecting those up, right? And we got a stack bonus. Okay. Right, new buildings. I think that was a lot of buildings. New cards? Oh, look. So we've got a bunch of cheap rail and one cheap bridge. And we've immediately got a problem with this, haven't we? Yes, we do. So this is producing fish. This is producing fish. Oh, we have another city here. This is another city. Okay. Oh, what have we got up here? Dairy farm. A mill. Oh, look. This fish needs to come to this town. This is a fairly simple one. So I'm going to probably not use a cheap rail because it's going to be really short. And it will get the fish to here. Okay. Okay, bearing in mind that this is now short of bread. So this bakery, it needs to attach to this and them. Okay. Which is where the bridge is going to be. So it's just as well we did this. So I think we're going to use the cheap bridges here. Yeah, and I think we're going to pop the station here. Okay, we're going to use cheap bridges. Can we use two? We can use two, so we might be able to do this. So for like a bridge and all of that, super cheap, 39 doubloons. Right. Okay, I'm going to use a cheap rail. Connect this. I don't want that bridge. Yes. Okay. Right. We've unlocked new buildings. Okay. There's a lot of buildings. There's a lot of buildings. So progress, save a total of 300 by using cards. I think this is going to be fine. Finish the level with at least 900 left. So we want to get a lot of stack bonuses here. I think ultimately. Oh look, this house is like up on the verge here. If we could make one connection with cheap rails, are we going to get any more cards? Next unlock is cards. At each unlock you will receive cards. That's what we want. Okay, so we need to make one connection here using cheap rail to try and get some more cards before we build any of the others. So what would be the best, easiest unlock here? So I think one of the problems that we have here in terms of distance and what will probably require a lot of rail is this mill. Getting the wheat from here to this mill. Because this mill is pretty much isolated here. This mill's not going to be connecting to anything else other than this wheat farm down here. But this wheat farm is not going to be able to produce the wheat for it. But we're going to need to put in a station that sort of here, so that the rail weaves down here and goes into this station. Then, again, the only thing really that's going to be happening up here is this wheat farm. Try and get it as close as possible. Now, this wheat farm is going to be coming down around here. So the question is, which would be the longest rail? Because if we... what's going to be the most expensive? So that'd be 82. Right? This would be 92. So this is... we're going to make this one 46. I don't know if this is the best way to be doing this, because that's still expensive, right? That is still expensive, and I don't think it would be cheaper. No, much more expensive. We've got it to 78. I think we'll go with that. Okay. So here's the card unlock that I was waiting for. Okay, good. So we've got 2 cheap rails and cheap bridges. This is great. This is great. This is great. Okay, okay. So what are we keen to do? Because we want to try and get as many stack bonuses to this city as possible. So I'm keen to try and put off any rail coming through the city for the moment. What do we know? We know we're going to have this connect to the town. This has to happen. With this, we arguably, I suppose this could just come down here into town, but I want to try and do the stack bonus. And this would deliver milk. This would deliver nothing, so maybe we connect this one first. I think this would need to be here, because we need to connect this to this, which would be fairly long rail. And then we need to connect it to this. This needs to be connected to this. That's going to be a really long one. This one? Really long and expensive. Something like this. So 252. And not only would we want the cheap bridges for this, but arguably the cheap rail, just because of the freaking distance. I think this is going to be the longest distance that we're going to be building. We could get it down to 100. This is arguably a terrible, terrible mistake. That was really expensive. Okay. Now to get some more money. We could get that going. That's 63. That's quite expensive, that rail. So... this cheap rail, I think the longest bit of rail that's coming up next is this one. I think. $61. So anyway, it's sort of that makes it much more expensive. 61. 59. 50. Okay. Okay. Really tight. Okay, right. Next, we need to connect. We need to connect this bakery to this line, ready for... We're trying for this stack bonus. So what we want to do is we want to get this to here, cheaply as possible. 44 might Might actually be a... Might be it. $43. 43. Can we get to 42? 42. Okay. 42. Okay, I think it's the cheapest we're getting that rail. Okay. Now another rail that we need to get in as cheaply as we can is getting the fish into town, and this can't be part of the stack bonus because it'd be too expensive to pull it up here. We're just going to have to do the fish straight up. So we want, bearing in mind that to connect all this up, this is going to be coming down here to here to get all the stack bonuses. So this bit of rail needs to do this. 59. Can we make it? Every penny counts in these situations. So it looks like we're really bodging something there, doesn't it? Okay, 53, I think. I don't think we're going to do this. It's all going to be down on the stack, on the stacking of what's to come, right? So that's actually the cheapest that I can do that. 55. That's much more expensive. $58. 53. I don't think it's getting any cheaper than that. Okay, fingers crossed. Here we go. Yes! Okay, level complete. We did it. We did it. We did it. Okay, there it is. Beautiful. Yeah! That was hard. It's not going to get any easier either, is it? So one more level in Greendale then. Shall we check it out? One more level in Greendale. And so far we've been doing well here, eh? Complete all 14 buildings. Fund challenge. End the level with at least 600 doubloons. Goodness. Star challenge. Complete the level without placing any bridges. Okay. This map's huge! So we've got 2 cheap bridges, but it said don't place any bridges, didn't it? So we're not going to be using the cheap bridges, just this cheap rail then. The next unlock will be buildings. Okay. What is this over here? It's all desert. Are we going to get a new building? Because I know that it might be new buildings in new areas, I suppose, right? Let's tab this. What have we got? So, we are dealing with the city. Oh, tools. Oh, that is new. We are going to have something new. Okay. So, these 2 milk... One needs to come to town, one needs to go to the cheesery. Okay. Okay. And with no bridges, we are going to have to do this with stations. Alright, so we're going to... we might pop this on this side. Do we use one of these cheap rail? I mean, there's no point in using it there, I would say, right? We just get that connected. However, do we use a cheap rail to here? It just feels perhaps a little unnecessary, a little extravagant. Mind you, it's a huge saving, isn't it? But it looks like there might be longer rails in the future. So do you know what? I might hold on to it. And that is 36. It's not like it's... Oh, I've still got this on. I was thinking, what wasn't it? Like 70 odd before. There we go. 72. Can we... Maybe we could just... No, we've got a little bridge now. 72 is what it is. So... Yeah, okay. 72, okay. I think I'm just going to build it. See what buildings unlock next. And we did get a stack bonus out of that as well, which is really great. Okay. Oh, we did unlock some cards. So we got some new buildings. Oh, we got new buildings to check out the animations of and see if there's any animals. Look, we've got foundries in that. That is a steelworks, iron mine, coal mine. Okay, fair enough. And then new cards. Oh, another cheap bridge, another cheap rail. So we've got 2 cheap rail. We're going to ignore the bridges, aren't we? Okay, look. So we got new buildings. This is exciting. So we can see how this works. We've got the coal, which goes to the... And we've got iron. Both go to steelworks to make the steel. What I would say is, looking at this station is going to be best sort of around here, because both of these will come down to this same level that this town is on, right? That's what's going to happen. So we know this coal work. And what have we got? We do have something over here. We do have something over here, and we've got like a ramp coming up from down here. But here, if we're not using bridges, we're going to have to build a rail along here. So with that in mind, I think we need to get this quite snug to the coal works, because we're probably going to have to build through here at some point. Yeah, and then we do have something up here, so there's probably going to be long rail around here. To avoid bridges, there's going to be some long rail being built. And we've got to be sensible when we use them, I suppose. So if I put this station here, it means that we have the opportunity to build to whatever is over here. Okay. Right. In my mind, a lot of this rail looks quite short compared to what could come. What have we got in unlocks? Next unlock is buildings. Okay, yeah, so I think... $68. $66. I think I'm just going to do that one. Okay, and let's check out. Let's get rid of this. We got... No, is it not working yet? But it's producing coal. It needs nothing. It's not animating. I guess we have to hook this one up for these two. It really is the whole chain, isn't it? Oh, man. Oh, wrong button. So if we do... Yeah, to be honest, 53. I think is pretty good. And then we can check out these buildings. Right. We'll get a stack bonus for that. We do. Okay, let's check out these buildings. Oh. Okay, we'll do it in a minute. New building. Okay, new building and new cards. Another cheap rail. So we've got 3 cheap rails. This is good. We're probably going to start using them now. Look. Okay. Big bit of machinery. Oh, yeah. That's very cool. That's very cool. Okay. Then we've got the iron mine. It's quite... Can we see the iron going up there? We can't. We can see it coming out. Oh, no, because that's just the belt. Come on, B. It's in there. It's in there. I can hear it falling out. That's very cool detail work back there. I like this. Okay. And then over here, ooh, we have the steel works. Look. That's very cool. I wish we could see some smelting. We can hear it all happening. We've got this, but we can't actually see the smelting that's happening in there. Oh, okay. the crucible or whatever it is just went in through the back there. Will it come out? Like, oh, we do. Oh, look at that. Oh. I want it in focus. I might have to turn off all like the blur. So we saw it come through here and go into there. Oh, and here comes the crucible back round. Because it's going to get filled again, is it? Oh, it pours. Oh, it pours. It pours into here and it turns it into sheet metal. Oh, we can see it underneath. That's what's happening. And then it goes back inside to get refilled. Then this produces it. It's stamping it. It's stamping it. There it is. Ah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Some nice detail work. Okay. Okay, now we've checked. Now we've checked all that out. So what was this? We opened up. What was this? Oh, a tool factory. Okay. Ah, interesting. So they don't produce it into tools here. So a cheap rail here is going to be quite handy. We're going to pop this station. I think we might pop this station here for the simple reason we have a cheesery under construction here. We've got a ramp up to here for a dairy farm. And we've got another steelworks up here. Yeah. And what we could do... See, the thing is we are going to build a cheesery here. And we'll end up connecting this up. And we could connect this. But it might be, because of the order things coming in, we're going to have to come down here to here. And that's where we might use a cheap rail. 47. I think we might do that. Get that in. Now, I don't think we'll use a cheap rail for this. 59. I think it's perfectly good. So I think we'll do that. And then the tools are all connected up for the town, which is now size 4. In fact, that city's complete. Okay. So what do we have here? Add new buildings. Is it all of them? We're just getting everything else now. They're all over the freaking place. Oh, and we haven't got everything. Look, we've got a city to be constructed over here. That's worth bearing in mind. Drawing cards. So we now have 4 cheap rails. Okay, how are we doing here? Right. Okay, and this is... Okay. So the city hasn't opened. Is this the only thing that hasn't opened? I think it just might be. And this city's complete. So ultimately, the last thing we'll do is bring rail through to here, I guess, which we're going to want a cheap rail for. What we have to do here is connect everything else up without bridges. Right? So we can see the best way to connect up this factory is with rail around here. The best thing to do around here is to bring a line around here, but it wouldn't be one continuous line. I think both of these would be shorter than this one here, but there is one that's fairly long. This needs to be hooked up to here. That's not too bad. This will need to be wrapped up around here, and I feel like we should use one of the cheap rails for that. Again, we should use one of the cheap rails for this. Actually, we could bring it down here, making it much cheaper. We could bring it down here, couldn't we? To connect it up to what's already here. Okay. So we know we definitely want to use a cheap rail here. Start with what you know. This is sort of how I work. Start with what you know. So we know we're going to want a cheap rail here. Let's try and get this as direct as possible in the process. Yeah. So we're going to try and skirt try and skirt this. Can we? That's still 55. 54. I think 54 might be it. I feel like I can get closer to this edge here, but I don't think it is actually happening, is it? No, I think 54 is it. We are skirting that as close as we can. It's 54 with cheap rail. Okay. Let's do that. I think that was a good one to use cheap rail on. Yeah. The next unlock is buildings. We don't know if we're going to get any more card unlocks. We're definitely going to want to try and keep a cheap rail for this city when it comes. And the next building unlock would be that city. I don't think we're going to get any more cards, and I definitely want a cheap rail for this. So that leaves me with 2 cheap rail. So I think I'm going to use a cheap rail for this connection here. Okay. It's actually quite a short run, that, isn't it? It's actually quite a short run. This might technically be longer. If we were to... Don't know though. Don't know. It's going to be quite a short run. That. This is also a short run. Here. Okay, so maybe not. Where else would we use... This would be a fairly long run here. Okay, so we'll definitely use one for here. Between these two. Now, we're going to have bends and stuff around here. I've made this station as close as possible. What if we try to make this normal and then spend the extra on here? So this would be about 62, right? This, we're gonna, I think, be looking at more 72. There's not much in it. What would this one be? This wouldn't be terrible. Bearing in mind we're going to want one to come off of here. This is C39. That one's pretty fine, right? We're going to build that one. We definitely won't be using a ticket for that. Got to watch the money. We need money to come in. So I think we might do cheap rail and try and get this down as cheaply as possible. 38, 37, 36, 35. Now we might be pushing it a little bit. 34, 33, 32. 31. There it goes. Right. We did see it at 31. But we don't want the bridge. No. Oh, we saw it at 31 though. I can't find the 31 again. Sad times. $31, I got it. Right, okay, here we go. This should get us some money, right? Yeah, okay. So we've got 3 bits of rail to go. We've got rail to here. This is around 50. We've got rail to here, about 50. Rail to here, 64. So this one here. Definitely want, we've got 2 cheap rails left and we're saving one for the town, so we are going to see what's the cheapest we can get across here. 31. It's 31. Okay, we're using it on that. Okay, let's get down here. So at 48, I don't think it's getting any cheaper than that. That's actually slightly more expensive. 48. That's where we're at with that one. Let's do it. Now, this one we might be able to manipulate somewhat. 50. Maybe not. This is probably just 50, isn't it? 49. 49 it is. Got a stack bonus. Okay, now we have actually unlocked more cars. This is amazing. Okay, add new building. It's the city. Oh no, so did we get... Oh, we got cheap rails for it. I didn't know that would happen. I didn't know that would happen. Oh, man. Because there's only going to be one more rail to build, right? There's only going to be one more rail to build. So we could have gone cheaper. Could have gone cheaper. But I think it's going to be fine. Because we're going to pop this in. And can we just have a look at this? Look! Look at this! Different theme of a city. This looks so cool. Okay. Can we use 2 cheap rail? No. Can we stack? Right. Okay. This is good. Can we get it below 63? 61. I think it is 61. I guess we go for it. Star challenge completed. Stack bonus. And that is the fun challenge. Oh, we did it. We did it. Greendale has completed. We've completed Greendale. This is wonderful. We did really well there. I'm so pleased. Okay. The first area we did really well. Okay. Fantastic. So there we are, Greendale. I would not expect that to happen throughout all of this. But yeah, in the next episode then we shall check out Sunforge Sands. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you to all my Patreons for their continued support.